metaphorically, I don't mean up in arms otherwise. It's damn good if they are, because they need to stand up and say enough is enough. I think Arvind Kejriwal is being thoroughly hypocritical by trying to follow Rahul Gandhi. Now, where was Arvind Kejriwal till now? He didn't care. I wanted to ask Arvind Kejriwal one question. The same lynch mobs you were supporting, Somnath Bharti led a lynch mob, didn't you, Upamanyu?
Created the environment.
Right? It's just that he targeted people from Africa. And it was the same lynch mob mentality that you supported a couple of weeks back. And today, you're not really sitting on dharna because Nido died. You're doing this perfunctory, superficial visit, a day after Rahul Gandhi goes to a protest site. Sambit Patra, welcome. Yeah, you want to come in. Yeah, you want to come. Yeah, okay.
I visited the dharna site, and I'll say this, that Arvind Kejriwal, when he made the speech, all that he was doing was targeting the Delhi police, because that is the campaign that he has.
He's simply, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Just using it for yourself.
We have referred to the political class responding to the particular case. Now we need to take a step further, lift the momentum. Now political classes are showing response, or seem to be responding to the occasion. Now what about the legislation?
Of course.
Now, after 67 years of independence, if we have not been satisfied with the way we have progressed so far, we need to re-look.
Totally.
And if we have a law against atrocities against the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, why not on the racial basis?
I agree with you.
We need to legislate a law. This is time to enact a law.
It moves.
So that
there is precedence.
No, I'm happy you're saying this, but I really want to understand the pathology of denial. And Sambit Patra of the BJP, welcome. I want to show you the pathology of denial of your party. I'll run for you a clip of Seshadri Chari, and I have great regard for him. But the manner in which he got violently upset when I asked him, could this be racism, was something unnatural about it. Will you see that clip, Sambit?
Definitely.
Can I run that clip for you?
Yes, sure.
To show you how completely supercilious the BJP was in its initial response?
Let me see the clip first.
Yeah, let you see the clip. And if you're honest about it, you will apologize.
No, I'll be honest about everything.
Okay, here's the clip of Seshadri Chari of the BJP.
Mr. Chari,
let me say what
Mr. Chari, racism against students from the Northeast is proven. Is proven.
No.
It is proven.
It is not racism. Right. Arnab, it is
racism
not racism
against people from the Northeast is a proven fact.
This incident is deplorable. This incident is wrong. We condemn it. But for God's sake, don't make it an incident of racism. I am telling you, this is an attempt. This is an attempt.
Why is it year after year,
at creating
young
a wedge
people from the Northeast?
Okay, for God's sake, Sambit, tell me, was that position wrong?
Arnab, I saw the clip. It was a short clip, but all that I could make out from the clip was his intentions were right.
What intentions were right?
I'm coming.
Not racist. I mean,
no,
Sambit,
I'm coming.
No, watch Upamanyu. Intentions right. You want to just respond? What do you mean intentions right?
He said this is a deplorable incident.
Deplorable. He said the issue was not racism.
Ranjana,
no, look. I heard him say. He said the issue is not racism. I'm asking you today. No.
Just a second. Just a second.
1 minute.
I agree.
Ranjana.
No, and I agree with you.
No. Watch it.
Complete a single
sentence.
sentence.
This is not just one incident that happened. You can call it deplorable.
You are right. You are right.
But what are we doing with our people who are coming from North East?
Absolutely right.
Don't we
absolutely right.
It is because of law.
I come from East of India, so I understand the pain of the people who
nobody wants to understand your pain. I don't care whether you understand. Is that the issue? Upamanyu, isn't that a highly patronizing attitude to take?
It is not a question of pain.
What are we doing?
It is not a question of the pain that you feel. It is a question of fact. Here today you have a boy being killed.
Yes.
Just a week, 10 days ago, two Tangkhul girls were hauled up in Kotla Mubarakpur. They were assaulted. That would have gone unreported, but for this very incident.
Absolutely.
And then you say you feel the pain. And these things happen on a continuous basis. I'm sorry. It continues to happen on a continuous basis. It's only when a death happens.
You should be asking this to Rahul Gandhi and Kejriwal.
There is no question of Rahul Gandhi. It's a question of attitude and a mindset.
Let me allow me to complete a sentence.
Which party is Seshadri Chari from? Is he from the Congress party?
Arnab, you have not allowed me to complete a single sentence.
Is he from the Congress party?
I am not. Shashadri Chari did not stand in favor of the hooligans who were responsible
He said
for the
this is not racism. I am asking you today.
Why did he say so? Did you realize that?
I am asking you today. How can something not be racism on Friday?
It is racism.
So explain to me.
But
it's not racism on Friday. It's not racism on Friday. It becomes racism on Tuesday.
No, it is racism. But allow me to complete.
Who was being a hypocrite on Friday?
You have to allow me to complete a single sentence, Arnab. And what Mr. Seshadri meant was, for God's sake, do not divide this country in the name of racism. We do not have any kind of division within the country. His intentions are crystal clear. We do not want a fight within this country. We do not want to see any northeastern friend of ours die this way.
It's not about dividing the country. It's about understanding.
Exactly.
Yes, it was put in the wrong manner, as he rightly said.
Actually,
it's not about dividing.
Actually, what Mr. Chari said was wrong at that particular time.
No, so how is it right today?
No. Because the emotions, the incident, the outburst.
No, 1 second. He said, and I find it strange, he said it is not racism, it is not racism.
Yes, I condemn that.
How could he say that?
I condemn that because...
How could he say that?
He could not have said that
that means you have a
what capacity he has said that.
No, that means you have a prejudiced mindset at the start.
That's why I said one should not carry a prejudiced mindset, and if...
Why does your party have a prejudiced mindset?
No, our party does not have a prejudiced mindset.
Then why did it say it's not racism?
I could see the colour of Mr. Seshadri change. No. He was in rage of emotion. And in emotion he said that please, for God's sake,
1 minute.
Let's not have a division of the country on colours.
Responses.
I think you are not looking at the deeper problem where we as people are discriminating against our own citizen because they belong to their other. They belong to different looks.
Definitely.
They belong to... So this is what else is racism. We are not treating them properly, and then he's saying deplorable. I mean, this is very easy to say.
In retrospect, Mr. Ering, Mr. Minister, Mr. Ering, sorry to keep you out of the debate. I have just one question for you before I wrap this up. In retrospect, Mr. Ering, today, is there a learning out of this? The learning being tomorrow that when somebody says that, there is racism in our country, and I said on Friday, I said we accept the fault that India is one of the most racist countries in the world.
Whereas it should be the last country to have that kind of attitude because India is victim of racism.
Exactly.
We have been victim of racism for the last 200 years. And still we are a racist society.
There are Race Relations Act. You have a Race Relations Act in the United Kingdom, which came about in 68, amended in 76 and 2000. This happened because migrations had picked up to the United Kingdom, after which you had these issues coming up. So therefore, to address all your queries, this is not a question of whether we like or it's a question of intention. It's a question of objective fact, recognizing that fact, acting upon it. So if you bring about that kind of a legislation, you are therefore going to have...
No, I have just one question I want to ask you, Mr. Ering. Will you take leadership for it? People expect you as a Minister for Minority Affairs from the Northeast, you are from Arunachal, you should take the lead for it and tell the people of this country, look here, there is racism in our country. And let's fight it together. Not as people from Arunachal, Assam, Gujarat or Delhi.
India is a signatory
to racial discrimination. Do you think we can do it, Mr. Ering?
UN Convention on Racial Discrimination.
Yes. At the very outset, I would really like to thank this media for really bringing this consciousness to each and every citizen. Let us not politicalize it. It is true, we have already started the initiatives. We have met the Honorable Prime Minister, we have met the Home Minister, we have met Mr. Kejriwal, we have met Mr. Rahul Gandhi, we have met most of the MPs and ministers of this country, and we are taking some very stringent measures. The Honorable Home Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister has assured us. In fact, the leader of the opposition of the Rajya Sabha also has, I think, assured to the children that they will all be fighting with us. And in fact, I have even asked for, written a letter to the Honourable Speaker that the question hour may be suspended so that we may take up this discussion on the demise of this disease, of this poor boy, of this young boy of the Northeast who has been, kind of a victim of racial discrimination. But what I want to say is that we have to enact our laws, we have to bring kind of solution to it. We have to bring fast justice. We should have a fast track, and already Honorable Home Minister has already given us an assurance that a committee has been formed. In fact, a member of our own community from the Arunachal, Mr. Tape Bagra, has already been recommended for this committee, which is a very big, strong committee. And it will be strengthened because all the members of the Northeast will be there.
Well, I think if there is total unanimity, I'd say this: let this parliament, which otherwise this Lok Sabha goes down in history as one of the least functioning Lok Sabhas, here's an opportunity. This Lok Sabha should prove in the first couple of days, the people, not just from Northeast India, everywhere in the world are watching. Let us pass that anti-racism law. It will take no time. Let there be consensus. Let there be commitment. I thank you all. It's not about one-upmanship, but I am glad we've at least been able to bring this issue, up front. Thank you. That's the best tribute that we can have for Nido, I guess. Thank you very much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, on debate number 2 tonight.